If you have a scene where there's dialogue and some people are sitting in a room, how much should you describe the interior? How much should you describe the other person? And how much should you describe your feelings and action beats? This is an excellent question, and it will vary depending on a writer's style and preferences, genre, that sort of thing. The best thing to aim for, I think, would be a happy medium. Most stories aren't going to have just lines of dialogue with little to no description between them. That would be more like something like a script, right? If we're reading a book or a story, we want to be able to picture it. So you still want to inject a few little descriptive passages to help your reader to imagine what's happening. At the same time, you don't want those to be completely unmotivated and just like describing the color of the curtains for no reason. Everything you describe should be connected to the overall story and the rhythm of the scene that is happening. So know very clearly what the objective is and what you want your readers to be thinking and feeling, and then the descriptions that you insert will work with this as well. To take an example, let's say you're having some characters discuss, I don't know, a mystery that they're involved in, and you want your readers to feel a little tense. So in addition to the dialogue that they're having, you also maybe want to pull in some descriptions that are going to highlight that feeling of tension. So you might describe people fidgeting or looking anxious or, engaged in compulsive behaviors that we do when we're anxious. You might also play with certain visuals like strange shapes or weird shadows on the walls, eerie sounds coming from outside, making sure that everything you describe fits that mood. The other thing when we're adding in description to a dialogue scene is you want to make sure that your descriptions of the people are adding to the reader's experience of the scene. Again, you don't want just info for no reason. So don't just say like, oh, the character sighed, or they crossed their legs, or they scratched their nose, if these don't mean anything. But let's say again, we have that scene where characters are discussing a mystery they're involved in. Let's say that one of them knows a bit more than the others, but they don't want them to find out. So you'll ask yourself, how would this person behave? And what kind of things would they do that might hint at that and get our reader thinking, oh, maybe there's something a little bit more to what's going on. So to recap, make sure that everything in a scene is serving a purpose, whether it's the dialogue or the description. Don't have anything just in there to fill space or just because, oh, they've been talking for a while, I think I should describe the color of the walls.